The Cats did exactly pretty much everything you would have hoped this game. They came out, scored the first 5 points, got up 5-0, never trailed. Honestly, the game was really never in question at any point. It was kind of it was a great performance by UK. I mean, I thought they did pretty much everybody got in on the act. 6 guys in double figures. You got to see a couple of Kentucky's elite scores go off. Rob Dillingham in the first half had 16 or 13 points, including 3 threes pretty close together. Looked great. Antonio Reeves had a couple different flurries of points, finished with 24. So 2 of the big-time scorers kind of had one of their games like they have. Antonio Reeves has between 19 and 24 points every single game. And then some guys that we haven't gotten to talk about as much had big nights. Great. Justin Edwards was 17. I was happy for him. He looked, really for the first time in a long time, he looked comfortable on the court. I think it's important that he played the 4 quite a bit. Sort of injury and circumstance, I think, caused him to have to play the 4, and I actually like how he looked there. I thought he was able to do the things he does best, worry less about hanging out the top of the key, attack, get to the rim, rebound. I really like him at the 4. I've kind of always felt like he's a college 4, and I thought he played really, really well. 17 points. That dunk was terrific. I mean, you can see some of the potential that everybody saw coming in with that dunk, and it was awesome to see him play well. And then a couple guys, Big Z, man, 11 minutes or 12 minutes, 11 points. He comes in and he fills up the stats no matter what. Points, rebounds, fouls. When he's in, he's in. And I thought it was great to see him play well tonight too. And then Jordan Burks, a guy with 13. I mean, Jordan Burks, the dude that it's easy to forget sometimes is on the team. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of minutes. He, is just kind of been the odd man out, and tonight looked great. There's a lot of potential with him if he can score, because I think he is a pretty good defender. The worry has been, can he score? And, you put up 13, hit a 3. So it was nice to see. I thought Bradshaw was better. Pretty much everybody played well. I mean, Shepard was the only guy who kind of didn't score what he normally does, and he was still plus 35 for the game. So he was, still really good. Probably the only guy that you might have said had a disappointing game was Ugo. But, again, when you win by 32 on the road, you're not going to be picky. Vandy is not good, but you know what? When you win and beat anybody on the road by that margin, I think you got to be happy with it. You got to be it's a step in the right direction after a couple of very sort of negative games. And now you get Gonzaga Saturday. That's a game that you need to win. You should win. You're better than them this year. They're not the Gonzaga team of the last few years. But you had to stop the bleeding. This would have been – a loss here would have been devastating. And so to win, but not only win, but do it thoroughly and really never being in danger, and with the offense kind of clicking. In SEC play, it really just – the offense has – we've put up a lot of points in games, including against Tennessee, but it just hasn't quite felt exactly the same. This felt like the offense we saw for the first 10 to 14 games of the year. And so now let's hope they can keep it up. They got Gonzaga and Ole Miss at home. Win those 2, and then you go to Auburn, and that's probably the hardest atmosphere they face all year. But if you could somehow get a win, that would be a good way to get back some of what you lost last week.